Aries, hello. This is a reading for February 2022. Keep in mind that whenever you come across this reading, it's the right time for you. I will mention, though, at the time of me doing this reading, it's a new moon. We just passed a new moon in Aquarius, and it's Aquarius season because the sun is in Aquarius. So keep in mind how that affects you and the environment and the energies around you and the people around you as well. Please use spiritual discernment when watching any of these readings, including my readings especially. You can use your sun sign, your moon sign, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, or did I say Venus? Or especially your north node. But I suggest you can use those as guides, but also go by what resonates with you. Okay, let's get it started. What's the present energy for Aries? Challenge. What's hiding? Whoa, that's too many. If it's meant to come back, it'll come back. I did peep a Queen of Swords, though. What's hiding from Aries? Come on. What's going on with me? Okay. Ooh, that's quite a bit. Strength for Aries to use at this time for this situation. Literally the Strength card. And the spiritual guidance or advice. Okay. With the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, that speaks of commitments. Could be marriage, commitments, morals, and values. The present energy. Okay, we have 9 of Swords and 9 of Cups. This is anxiety, worry, sleepless nights, repetitive thinking, overthinking, overanalyzing. The 9 of Cups is sorry, I'm already getting the message. I feel like I can tell here how this reading is gonna go. Okay, so this is worried about receiving love or giving love. I don't know if this is how other people are giving you love. I'm feeling for most of you, this is about worrying about in the context of you expressing love or expressing emotions. The challenge is the Hermit. The challenge is being a little bit hidden, a little bit mysterious. I feel like, and that's normally the Hermit can be introspection, which could be the case here, but having introspection isn't a challenge. I feel like with the context of this energy here, this is more so about keeping things to within and not expressing yourself. This is simply not being able to express yourself for whatever reason. Okay, what's hiding? This can be investments. This can also be the lack of movement. Not so much the lack of movement, but the lack of work. Like not putting in enough effort. It's kind of like making a goal and then not really putting your all into it the way you would with the 8 of Pentacles. With the King of Wands, that's your energy, and the Two of Swords, cutting things off and making a choice. I feel like some of you guys don't have your priorities clearly lined up. Or I guess maybe a better way to say it is that there's something you need to cut off, a person, a habit, something like that, in order for you to prioritize the things that you actually want to invest in. It's giving very much spreading myself thin and not really getting any butter on any of the toast I want to eat. Okay, the Strength to use is the Strength card. Strength card also obviously is courage. It can have a lot to do with compassion as well. We'll see what that's about. And then the 5 of Pentacles is the spiritual guidance. This is a lack mentality, a poverty mentality. I am less than mentality is in reverse. So it's pretty much saying, grow some self-esteem. It's more than that, but we'll get into it. Let's clarify, though. Let's get into the energy. So for the present energy, we have this worry about love expression, overanalyzing, or anxiety about expressing love. Let's clarify it. What's this about? Okay, we have a Queen of Cups. That could be a female water sign. The Queen of Cups is very empathic, very emotional, very, very giving. She can be given to a fault, but that speaks about a large sense of empathy or a large sense of feeling. Like I feel everything, and it's like a lot. Whoops. That's what it's giving. Like I feel everything. It's a lot. I don't really know how to express it. Or this could be an actual concern of somebody who's in your environment. Okay, 10 of Wands in reverse. So unnecessary burden. An unnecessary fight. And then we got the 3 of Cups in reverse. Lack of celebrate. You know, the 10 of Wands in reverse and the 3 of Cups in reverse. This is a burden. In reverse, it's kind of like, is this burden even worth it? It should be dropped because it's definitely not worth it. 3 of Cups in reverse can be a third-party situation, can be a reconciliation, but it's in reverse. So it's like I refuse to celebrate or enjoy anything of this because, like, what's the point? I don't know. It just seems very negative. Okay, the Chariot is going in the right direction. The great way, the right way. Balancing the light and dark of self. And then we have Justice. Okay. 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Some of you guys are realizing something is just not worth fighting for. It's not worth celebrating. And you're having a hard time communicating that. Like, I don't want to carry this anymore. I don't want to reconcile. And I feel like a lot of you guys are worried about that and worry about expressing that emotion of yours. However, with the Chariot and the Justice card, this is the way to go. This is the way to clear the karma. This is the way to balance everything out. That's wild. Okay, let's see the Hermit here. The challenge. Why is the Hermit the challenge? 2 of Cups in reverse. Dude, I'm telling you, this feels like letting go of a relationship. Wow. This feels like letting go of a relationship. Let me get one more. I'm just laughing because I personally just didn't expect it to go this way. And if you hear that subtle rumble in the background just now, it's my heat turning on. It's cold. And there's a 5 of Pentacles upright. Closed in. Cups poured over. A lot of you guys are blaming yourself for ending or upcoming ending, or blaming yourself on what you could have done in a relationship. And it's like, I feel like you definitely need some introspection on that. And I understand why the Hermit card is there. I feel like that's another reason why a lot of you guys haven't been able to express yourself when it comes to whoever this individual is because you haven't really sorted out in your own head how things ended up the way they ended up. So that makes sense. Temperance is moderation. Obviously, I wouldn't blame completely yourself for it. I feel like both sides have faults. I feel like whatever this is, I would not be surprised if the World card shows up. Yeah, we got the 8 of Cups, emotionally walking away from things that no longer serve you. Because the 8 of Cups is, the symbolism of the 8 of Cups is all 8 cups are empty. So you go into the 9 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment of the self. A lot of you guys know you gotta let it go, but I feel like a lot of you guys put, I don't know if it was how you've invested in it. I don't know if it's because of how you see yourself and your self-worth. I haven't quite grasped that yet. There's some kind of hold on that's unnecessary. Whatever the reason, it seems like whatever this is has ran its course. And I feel like you're identifying too much with the situation, hence the overanalyzing and anxiety about it. Let me get one more, please. Ooh. Okay, the 7 of Swords. I did pick it up like this, so that means it was in reverse. With it in reverse, when I saw it in reverse, because the swords can be many things. It could be thievery, it could be lies, it could be sabotage. I do feel like in reverse it's a little bit of self-sabotage. I also feel like it's lies coming out. Let me get one more to explain that 7 of Swords, please. Okay, Four of Wands. And then the Ten of Cups. It's like lies when it comes to the strategy that was taking place underneath this environment, underneath this, because this could be a foundation, this can be a domestic household, this can be the home to something to which people are building under. This also can indicate marriage as well, like marriage under one roof kind of thing. And this is speaking on either the lies that are coming out or the strategies to which to keep this house up that has come undone. Okay, let's get what's hiding here. Wow, and there's the King of Pentacles. So there's definite match here between two people. Can I get one more, please? And there's the Nine of Swords. There's definitely you here. King of Cups, Nine of Swords. There needs to be a choice about emotional maturity and everything that's causing this overanalyzation, over worry, not being able to express yourself emotionally. That has to stop with the Two of Swords. Also, I feel like this is a bit of a verbal argument between you and this individual as well. Oh, that's too many. Honestly, I'm going to keep them though, because let me show you what happened. The Hierophant came out. Again, morals, values, commitment. We got the World card. What did I say? It's about a cycle. And the Six of Cups is a relationship. Particularly one that's a soul tie or past life. And what I mean by past life, it could be literal past life on the spiritual sense. It could also mean we've been together for so long through the phases of each other's life. And then the moon is like an illusion and secrets. And I feel like it's like a karmic cycle. This feels like a karmic cycle that needs to complete itself. And it's like, you know that, but for some reason, again, probably because of the Six of Cup energy, of all the things that has been invested into it with the Seven of Cups, that's why you're not letting go. And it's like, dude, if the investment went wrong, sometimes it's time. You know how like people will invest in things, like especially in terms of business. Let's say if this is business, you invested in somebody, right? Some people will invest in, you know, stocks. Some people invest in companies. Some people invest in like property. They'll invest in their own business. There's only so far it can go, right? You can keep, like, if it keeps failing, then it gets to a point where you gotta count all your chips and head home. You know what I mean? If you have any chips left. And that's what it's giving, that the chips are gone. Like, the chips are out. Just looks like a scrambling of trying to pick up reasons to keep doing this. Let me get the strength to use. What strength Aries should use at this time? Oh my gosh. Okay, we got the Four of Pentacles. That could be about saving money. I'm also feeling that you've been holding back some things that you should be courageous about. We got the Hangman, being able to make sacrifices. Yeah, this is about holding on to something that you really need to sacrifice. I think because there's so many pentacles up in this reading, it has to do with the comfortability of this relationship. And like I said, the fact that there's been so much invested in this. Okay, Ace of Wands. Let me get one more on that before I speak on that. Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Okay. So some of you guys, I think, from when I first saw the Eight of Cups, before I pulled these extra cards, when I first saw the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, it was giving me like a new flame. Like, whatever this is that's ending. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm getting over something. Whenever you guys, whatever this is, something new you've been having your eye on, or at least desiring something new with the Seven of Cups, which is options. Also could be fantasizing, could be a little bit of illusions, but I feel like you guys have a little spark about something else. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is this is about investing in something new. That's what I'm saying. And with this being Cups, I feel like your emotions are tied into this. Even though this could be about business and money, your emotions are pretty tied to this. And we have Three of Swords, heartbreak, like you're unable to do that or something. Or knowing that heartbreak will come with it. Or heartbreak is what stops you. Or the heartbreak is to motivate you. Your heartbreak is your motivation. Yes. And we got the Emperor. That boss go-getter energy. Let me get one more. And there's that Eight of Cups that came out, walking away. Using that heartbreak to be able to walk away. Two of Cups, but you guys are juggling. I feel like y'all have one foot in, one foot out mentally. Probably even literally as well. Let me get the spiritual guidance for the Five of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles is hard work. So you invest in something and then you put the work into it. Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse in your spiritual advice. There's nothing else to work on in this particular thing, especially with two people. The Tower, man, it's going to end whether you bring it to be or not. It's about to come down. I think with it being in the spiritual advice, it's merely to acknowledge that. I really want to title this, Dude, It's Over. Knight of Cups. Express that. Express what you're emotionally feeling. You need to express what you're emotionally feeling. And there we go, the Emperor, breaking through chains, being a boss of your own mind, your ideas, your emotions. The Emperor is the king of all kings. He's the King of Swords, he's the King of Cups, he's the King of Wands, he's the King of Pentacles. Secure, emotionally, mastered your emotional security, mastered your physical security, mental security, mastered your emotional intelligence, your intelligence in general, your mental, like you have a clear mind. Also, not only do you understand yourself well and what you need, you understand the other person too, because all this is not really just about self. This is about how you're seeing it reflect in the other person as well. And I feel like there is a little bit of not trying to acknowledge it, but your mind knows it, your mind feels it, and I think that's what you want to express. But and also, I don't even think it's necessarily about expressing yourself to this person. For some of you, you might not even have to do that, but it's about expressing your emotions in general, because I do feel like you have lacked doing that completely, or didn't feel open or comfortable enough to do that with this person. So I know that you're daydreaming of being able to be in an environment where you could fully be able to express yourself. Because the environment that you're in, especially if you share it with a person, you're not able to do it for whatever reason. Your fault, their fault, anybody's fault. It's at this point, it's beyond fault at this point, from what I'm looking at. Excuse me. Let me get one more. Just one more. I feel like that's it, though. Yeah, maybe I should pull. And there's the Seven of Pentacles again. Right back to investments. I think you need to acknowledge that. Knight of Wands is being able to naturally, it's a bit of impulse energy, do what you, I was about to say do what thou wilt, Lord have mercy. But yeah, kind of like, I don't know, this just feels like there's an obligation here that is just not necessary anymore. Whatever obligation you had, whether this was a moral obligation with the Hierophant at the bottom, or what's under that? Eight of Pentacles, hard at work. Ace of Cups, investing in the world, at cycle. Three of Cups, I feel like, but being stuck. The Three of Cups being that reconciliation, but then being stuck in it. Whatever this is, y'all tried this already. Y'all did this already. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, anyway, let me keep going, because I feel like I'm just going to repeat myself. I guess I just really want to stress the importance of what I'm seeing here, because I feel like there's a lot of second guessing, especially with the Nine of Swords here. This is like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth guessing, honestly. And I think it's specifically, like I said, we could talk about it being a relationship or investment, whatever it is, but I think the real root here is expression. Okay, some of y'all are just not ready yet because ripeness came in reverse. Because ripeness is when something's ready, it falls naturally out of the tree. Some of y'all not quite ready yet. Or not feeling ready. A lot of you guys don't feel ready. But need to trust the flow of the process. You need to trust how things are. You need to trust the direction that things are going into. Yeah, look at that totality. You're fighting it. You're trying to compete with it and trying to push against it and deny it. And all it's doing is making you more and more, it's just making you more and more like numb, I want to say. Not even numb, just closed in. You probably feel everything, but you're closed in. And then harmony. You and everybody in this situation will have peace when this is done. The challenge here. Oh my gosh, these cards are flying. Sorrow in reverse. Which is the Nine of Swords in reverse. It's going to really... I feel like the sorrow is in reverse because it's not being addressed as well. I feel like you're not addressing it. I don't think y'all are addressing it within. Or how can you fully address something if you're unable to express it? You know what I mean? Like, you might know this within, but if you have no means of being able to express it, have you truly understood all facets of this feeling that you're feeling? Are you truly understanding where it's coming from? If you can't even express it enough to see where it's going? Okay, we have the Thunderbolt. Silence. Oh my gosh. An awareness in reverse. There's a lack of awareness here. Silence is that Moon card. Illusions. I feel like your illusion's gonna be... I feel like if you don't really take the time to assess this energy that's going on within you, and not take the time to be aware of yourself and how your emotions that you're bottling in or ignoring or not trying to express are trying to tell you instinctually how you feel about something or how it's affecting you, I feel like something's gonna happen to make it come undone. Because you're not being yourself right now in this. You're not fully being yourself. One of the main things of being a human being is expression. And I'm not even going to tell you how to express it. For some of you guys, it might be in a diary. For some of you guys, it might be to a friend or somebody who's outside of this equation. But you, the individual, knows the kind of expression and the way it needs to be expressed for you to be fully liberated from this. You know. I think y'all know. And if you don't know, you're gonna find out. Probably through a tower moment. Probably through an event that shakes everything up. What's hiding? Aloneness. Yeah, a lot of you guys feel lonely. A lot of you guys can't really see anything in front of your own front nose. I don't know what's going to happen to the future. Celebration. That's the Three of Cups now. It's upright. So now celebration. When the cycle is complete, there'll be celebration. And look, and the Two of Cups is upright. So for some of you, especially if this is about a relationship, this repairs the relationship. I don't want to say repairs it. I'm just saying, let's say this is, I don't know, it's giving, for some of you, this is giving like, oh, we can't be like in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, but we could be friends. Or it's like, oh, you're already best friends, but now you guys are still, you had to break away, and now you guys are still friends, but maybe not as close. Let me get one more. Why is celebration here, and why did I see the Two of Cups? Ooh. Okay, cling to the past. Beyond the illusion. You guys need to see beyond the illusion of trying to cling to what you had in the past when it came to this investment or this person or the dream you had or the goal you had. You need to be able to see it for what it is right now in the present. Not from what it was in the past. And honestly, I'm going to take the liberty to say not what you think it could be in the future, which I still think is how you're seeing it as some reflection of what you had in the past. Like, it's reflecting your expectation of what you want to happen in the future, in your present. And then we got morality. This is somebody who's that's giving the Queen of Swords, but with the Hierophant here, and this being morality. So like your morals and values is like, I never give up, I never do this, I never do that, I'm always successful, I've always known this is going to be, I swore it was going to be successful. And it's like, I do understand that, but I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know, it's time to smell the roses. Sorry, give me a sec. What is the strength for Aries to use? Clarify what we've seen here. Schizophrenia, that is in reverse. Okay, some of you guys have some very strong opinions on not quite seeing the other side's view at this time because of all the effort you feel you put in. Unfortunately, that was not the effort needed, or even a more better example, it's just naturally we're just gonna go this way no matter what you did or what this other person did. So I feel like with the schizophrenia in reverse, because that's normally Two of Swords energy, I feel like it's nobody has to win this sword fight. That's not the point. It's like nobody wants to go anywhere, nobody wants to stand there. Everybody wants to stand their ground, and I feel like they are able to do that. You can stand your ground in the pain and hurt that you're experiencing in this, and you should use that as fuel to invest in things that are truly important to you, that reflect you now as a person, rather than how this person or this situation reflected you before. Because at this point, you're, regardless of whatever the context is, you are suppressing yourself, and you're just about to, you need to see that. I just feel like that needs to be acknowledged. Got a lot of, that suppression card has been coming out for a lot of these readings. That's concerning. I hope everybody liberates themselves soon. Ordinariness, and there it is, hard at work. Let me get in. There's the Two of Cups. And then totality fighting and isolation, which is heartbreak. Oh boy. I'm honestly, even though I've seen these similar energies already in the tarot, I mean, this is kind of like a tarot oracle, but with me seeing it here now, I feel like this is more, again, about working through that pain. I feel like for some of you, because Aries is a strong energy. Y'all a ram, you know what I mean? You can face things head on. I think you guys are very well aware of yourselves and being that. But sometimes, and if this ain't you, don't be mad at me because I said it. Just if the shoe don't fit, then don't put it on. But Aries can have a tendency to, it's kind of, okay, this is the best way to describe it. Forgive me for taking so long to get this out. It's kind of like if you have a winning streak. You have a winning streak in fights or something like that, and you choose not to pick up any more fights or pick up any more games because you want to keep your winning streak. Does that make sense? I feel like that's the approach to your strength sometimes, and I get that, but this is going to be a loss that's going to be very humbling and morality changing, value changing, and it's going to change the scope of how you commit to things and people. and you have to work through that heartbreak and be able to face it head on, like the ram you are, in order to understand, in order to gain understanding and clarity through the process, because the only way to gain the understanding and clarity is through processing the pain that comes with it. Okay. Spiritual guidance and advice. Wow, politics. We got the snake and the liar in the face. Why'd that come out? Wow, we got 777. Okay. Alright. Some of you guys, when I see, especially these two together, this is funny actually. So projections is it can be exactly what it is. You projecting yourself onto other people, that people projecting themselves off to you, as well as, let me put it like this. Some of you guys, your issues in certain situations, you'll realize is a reflection of yourself. It's giving very well, everything in my life is, our lives are the mirror of our energy. How our lives end up manifesting is due to the energy that we have within that manifests everything around us. That includes people, that includes circumstances. So I feel like if you are giving a mask, if you're putting on a mask to face the world is not going to be as upfront and honest with you as you'd like it to be. If you are putting up a facade and not understanding or noticing that you're putting up a facade, then, you know, you're going to have a hard time seeing, but yet still manifesting, that the world around you is a facade. And I feel like a lot of that, you're noticing it in this experience as well as all your experiences prior, that that was a facade. Okay. I'm only going to pull a few tea leaves. I can't believe it's already been 32 minutes. My readings are getting longer and longer, child. Dark man. Dealings a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair, being tied down or frustrated. This could be a person tying you down. This can be someone feeling tied down by you. Honor and respect will come to you. Crown. That makes me think of Aries and the ram and the horns. Frying pan. Trouble, accusations. Haystack. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. That's what I was talking about too. Like I said, I feel like you got what was based how you invested in something. That's what you got. Some of y'all might not like to hear that though. Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Dealings a relationship with a younger man. A change for the better. Some of you guys are really going to mature out of this situation. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is a maturing point in your lives. It's heavily maturing. You're going to realize that you needed to mature in some certain aspects of yourself when it came to how you approach relationships and how you invest in people and things and your money and all of that. Pin. New job and career. You know, with the crown and that, and then the Hierophant, it's giving I put myself on a pedestal. I put myself on the wrong pedestal. I put on the crown too early. I don't know what it is. It's just giving it like the crown was too big for my head. That's what it's giving. Opportunity or windfall through a new job or career. Climbing through success, but beware of greed. Some of you guys' eyes are bigger than y'all's stomachs when it comes to what you want to what you want to result out of where you put your money at and where you put your emotions in your investments. I really feel like some of you guys, I want this and I want that and I want this, but you don't really put enough in, or you don't realize how much effort it is going to take, and that's why this keeps being a situation that bites you in the butt. Pay attention to your work. And then basket. Recognition, reward for merit. Like I said, I do feel like the more you realize this, the more you're going to really atone to how you make moves and express yourself and invest in things, and you're going to notice, as you're more aware of yourself and how you go about that, how the fruits of your labor is just going to get bigger and bigger because you'll have a better understanding than you did before. So, and that definitely includes relationships, which I feel is very strong in this reading for most of you. This is a relationship. But for a small portion of you, I do feel like this has to do with business and money and a job. Okay, I'm going to get a card for Aries from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. In this world, not of this world. Bring it into form. And we have inner trust. I'm going to bring it into form. That is resonating right now with me. Because bring it in, because we got 41, it equates to a 5, and that is changes. That could be a little bit of chaos. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel a little bit of that happening with that tower moment. I feel like this is going to pop off and everything's going to come to a head like a pimple very soon. 34 equals 7 in this world, not of this world. I think that's speaking to what I was saying before about the projections as well, and how we can shape this world around us. And a lot of you guys, again, are going to realize that you have not only shaped the world and the people around you in this way for some time, but now the more aware you're going to be about it, the more you're going to feel much more control, and then that crown will be so heavy, will it? And the inner trust is exactly what it is. Trust yourself. Also with the 2 here, it's making me feel like you guys, our minds are pulled in 2 different directions, and I feel like you guys know which one is the best at this point. Let's see, 41, bring it into form. Okay, here we go. Y'all see that? Beautiful dreamer. You can imagine wonderful worlds. You can imagine wonderful worlds of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. Now it's the time to bring those possibilities of light into the world. They need to be more than ideas. They need to live, to manifest. The world needs not only your dreams, beautiful as they are, but also your creations. Get thee to thy desk, thy easel, thy computer. Work, beautiful dreamer. Don't just dream, create. You are being asked to honor yourself with a commitment to complete your inspired tasks. This will help you to grow, and that is a wonderful reason to commit. But there is another reason too. You know that your inspired ideas are worth translating into practical form so that other people can access them and experience something special too. If you've been thinking about writing a book, painting a picture, or acting on an inspiration or an idea, then this oracle is bringing you to an unequivocal yes. Do it now. Don't dally or dither about the details or worry about how it is all going to work out. The universe loves a bold spirit. Once you take a step, it will rush towards you like an enthusiastic and chivalrous lover, opening doors, sorry. Let me start that sentence over. Once you take a step, it will rush towards you like an enthusiastic and chivalrous lover, opening doors, hand gently guiding at your lower back as you are moved forward. You will promptly be provided with all that is needed to take the next step. There is a sacrifice inherent in translating the perfection of an idea into a limited physical form. Although something may be lost when turning a multi-dimensional concept of endless potential into something concrete, this oracle guides you to realize that there is much more to be gained. You must become free of this inspiration so that you can receive your next inspiration. It is already waiting for you. So, on you must go. This oracle also confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form will be provided according to the higher wisdom of life. It may or may not happen by traditional routes. Even if it seems unimaginable, when it is time for something to be born into form, nothing can stop it. It will happen. If you have also drawn the oracle of the Sacred Fool, which I did peep it stuck out to me when I was looking through the book to find this one. So, let me read that. If you have also drawn the oracle of the Sacred Fool, feel assured that your path of success is not going to unfold according to the usual rules and regulations. It might happen in ways that surprise you and others, but it will happen. It is meant to be. And that's it. I hope this message helped you and you enjoyed it. Till next time. Bye.